especially even outside my house, there's a pretty good loop. And also, well, I thought it was about time we gave a little bit of an update for where I'm at with training and in my pregnancy and how things are going. I'm currently 35 weeks, so definitely see the finish line, which is really exciting. And training has definitely slowed down and tapered off. Yeah, but I want to share with you what I've been up to the last few weeks. So I stopped running at about 32 weeks. My goal was to get to 30, and I went a little bit over that. I didn't really feel comfortable running like much of this pregnancy. And with Izzy, I don't think I felt that comfortable either, but I ran through the 35 weeks with her before I was like done. This time I maybe stopped a little bit earlier. I mean, I definitely am physically capable of still running, but like the last run I did felt fine with the like 5p stops in an hour or whatever. But like later in the day, my back was a little achy, and yeah, just I don't think it's the benefit is not really worth what going out there and running anymore. So resorted to walking, and fortunately here in Boulder there's lots of good trails, especially even outside my house there's a pretty good loop, and also and also I'm on the elliptical at Rally Sport a couple of times a week, so I find that's a really good workout actually. There's like the elliptical and then this other machine that is more like running that I've been going on, and it's lower impact, so I don't get like a sore back or achy back, and it's I still can get my heart rate up, and throwing in like some 30 seconders to get my heart rate up and still feel like I'm exercising and get those endorphins a little bit, which we're just used to when professional, when you're racing and training so much. I've also been really enjoying mountain biking, and obviously now with the ice I have to go on the trainer, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I've been mountain biking a bit. The weather has been amazing up until this last snowfall, so getting out on the bike maybe twice a week, up to 2.5 hours, and yeah, just find it really nice to get out on the back roads that I wouldn't usually ride on or don't have time to normally ride on. And riding the mountain bike is more comfortable than the road bike in that you're less, there's more give with the suspension, and you're more upright, so I found that is the most comfortable cycling for me. I just ordered a new saddle from ISM because I was forced onto the indoor trainer, and with my extra weight, I'm up about 35 pounds now. With my extra weight, that pressure on the saddle is just not fun. So I just ordered another saddle and put it on, and that was sweet relief. So nice to have like a grandpa saddle on my road bike to cater for the extra weight that I've put on my body. I think the sport, as everyone knows, that's best when you're pregnant is swimming. It feels the best because, with the extra weight in the water, you don't feel so heavy. But this pregnancy, I've noticed that even swimming, like the last few weeks, I just feel like I'm like, have you ever towed a bucket? Had a coach tie you up with a bucket and swim with that? It feels like, or a parachute in the pool. That's what it feels like. Just like, I feel like a barge going through the water. And I was swimming so great, like right around 25, 26, 27, up to 30 weeks. I felt like I was swimming pretty well. And then kind of, I don't know if it was less consistent because I have, my daughter a lot more now. We had our nanny stop working with us a few months ago, and so I am less consistent with my training, but still getting what I can in. But yeah, the swim while it feels good and it's really good to get in the water, and I'm doing it, 3 times a week, I definitely have slowed down a lot, and it's a lot harder work than it was, 4 weeks ago, which is good. It's good to get a good workout, obviously. Also in the gym, I'm in the gym twice a week with Erin.
I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist, and I've been Tim and Rinny's strength coach for the last 8 years. This phase of training with baby number 2 with Rinny is really all about maintaining that connection to her entire body and connection to her level of athleticism that she needs and we need to stay focused on after the baby. So staying super strong, maintaining great balance. You're not really focusing that much on core activation or core strength because it's important that that part of the body just does what it needs to do naturally to have a healthy pregnancy. So with Rinny, it's just about just being a super smart athlete, being a good coach for her and keeping her behind the baby gate a little bit so she doesn't do too much. But most importantly, she's brilliant when it comes to knowing who she is as an athlete and what she feels like doing that day. So that's really how we focus on Rinny's pregnancy training. So,
also supplementing with some tonal workouts at the home gym. So yeah, definitely keeping busy, and the variety is actually quite enjoyable. In terms of hours of training, I'm probably only doing like 10 hours a week right now, and that's enough. Like if I do much more, I just find that I'm really tired. And because I have Izzy to look after as well, I just can't be super tired, especially with Tim preparing for Challenge Daytona. I'm kind of letting him focus on his race for another couple of weeks. So I'm kind of like doing the most of the parenting and trying to obviously keep fit as well. And that role will change once he gets through his race. It'll be daddy daycare time so I can rest up my last few weeks of pregnancy. I'm like definitely like miss the feeling of being like fit and preparing for something, like having that one focus and preparing for a race, and just it's more just the feeling of being fit and nailing a session and accomplishing a really good week's training. I get a lot out of that, like the process of building up for an event and having that goal on the horizon. So I'm envious of him for that, but also not envious for, some of those sessions that he's doing, and also, trying to be training super hard right now when we're going into winter. This is typically our time to sort of relax, spend time, together, and spend more time in the wine wall, although I'm not doing that anytime soon. So yeah, it's a little harder to motivate when the days are so short and, we're going into Christmas time. But still, I think it's exciting for those guys to be able to have one big event after such a crazy year. So envious of that, but also just excited for him to get through this race so that we can start focusing on the baby. And yeah, there's many chores I need him to take care of around the house to get the baby's room ready and build a crib and some other furniture. So yeah, excited for him to get his race, do his race and all of that, but also excited to have him home and focused on this new little person.
Funny of you picture walking and running and Daddy and me.
Oh, it's a picture of you and me and Daddy running?
Uh-huh.
Ah, I thought so. Can you draw another picture?
I wish I can draw me when his hair.
You want to draw my hair? That's not nice.
This is Mommy.
What's not nice? Whoops. Okay. Say, I made a mess. I think that was your first sentence. I made a mess.
Oh my God!